Hello, I'm Terry. I'm the Quest Director in Ubisoft Singapore. I've been with the studio since 2009.
Hi, I'm Paul, Content Director, and I've been in Ubisoft Singapore since 2009. Today, we're going to be unearthing our memories and sharing with you guys about the studio's 14 going on 15 years history, and hopefully we can remember what happened back then.
This is the first studio space in 2008. When the studio first opened, it was at Fusionopolis building, and I recall it was 30th floor under the Symbiosis Tower. Solaris didn't really exist back then yet. One North Station is not in operation, so we had to take a shuttle bus from Buona Vista MRT to get to Fusionopolis for work.
There was hardly anything other than a few scattered shops at Fusionopolis, and a lot of us go to Timber these days for lunch, but Timber did not exist back then. Back then it was just a classic old hawker center.
We had about 30 people-ish, back then. Everybody could fit into this pantry, which is really just a very small space in front of the reception.
We were small at the time and it took a while to grow. We eventually started growing in size, and from just 30 people to many, many more. I think we are 450, 500 now. Hence, we had to move to a bigger studio space in Solaris, namely the Level 9 South Tower.
Not a lot of people know about this, but our studio's first shipped game was TMNT, Turtles in Time Reshout, that was shipped in the year 2009.
We were all very excited about it, and definitely good memories.
My first project was Assassin's Creed 2, which is also the first entry in the franchise contributed from Singapore. I think we were very lucky, to be able to play a part in such a big project, especially considering our studio is just starting out really, at that time. I guess this is the AC Brotherhood party. I really can't recall how many people worked on Brotherhood. I know it's a significantly larger group of people, and I think that everyone really worked hard to produce the content here, and I think the team synergy is great. After all, we are a very small team and everybody knows everybody, and we help one another when there was fire to put out on the project.
Our next big studio milestone was Assassin's Creed 3, and it was the first time we handled such a large content mandate as well as a large feature mandate, which is naval. The Singapore studio brought naval gameplay and the ocean to the Assassin's Creed franchise, and it's easy to forget these days, but it was Assassin's Creed 3 that elevated the Singapore studio to another level. Back in 2013, for me it was the most memorable one. It was the one where Singapore was in charge of doing the E3 demo for Black Flag. In the middle of the demo, the game froze, and it was so soul-crushing. However, our fans were quick to support us online, and our courage to play it live was very much appreciated. So the demo ended up making a huge impact in Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
The comms team sort of picked this up. I can't find the video anymore also. Yeah, I think it was my first time on TV. By the time we already worked on a couple of ACs, the local industry started to take notice of our studio and wanted to feature video games as a career. So I had the opportunity to share what it's like to work on AC Unity here.
What made 2018 special was that we were showcasing both AC Odyssey and Skull and Bones, and it was a huge moment for us. So the watch party in the studio was also live in 2018, which meant that it was super late in Singapore.
In April 2020, when the pandemic just began, it was the start of something unknown for us, having to pause all studio activities and quickly transiting to work from home. So I think a lot of us have to quickly adapt to the situation at hand, and a big shout out to our IT team for setting up the infrastructure so quickly, for us to be able to work from home, review content, and doing submission process. In 2022, this was the beach party, where it's probably the first major studio events that we had after the COVID situation.
Yeah, after COVID, we were all just glad to celebrate and see each other face to face, and it really is a new chapter of our lives in Ubisoft.
So 15th anniversary, I think it's surreal to witness 15 years of progress, not just in our studio, but also the industry as a whole. Just to give a big shout out to Kobe, who I believe is the artist working on this particular graphic, for our studio anniversary. I think time really flies, it felt like yesterday where we are first starting to work in the studio, and then a decade has passed since then.
Yeah, 15 years is a big number. The industry in Singapore has certainly come a long way since then. We've grown a lot of incredible talent here, and many of us have now friends from Ubisoft for life, and I'm very proud of what we did for the studio and also for the industry.